Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Brotato, the arena survival action roguelike itself. We are going to be checking out the slightly changed, but importantly, distinctly changed Gladiator here today. So, he used to have minus 30% attack speed and 15% attack speed for every unique weapon you have. Now it's for every different weapon you have. An important phrasing change that I'll explain in a moment. So basically across the board, if you just play it with one unique weapon in every single hand, this is a 20% attack speed increase to this character, which I think is great. But the important distinction of it being every different weapon instead of unique means in the early game, we can have multiple of the same weapon and still get the 20% attack speed bonus, which is really nice if we want to, you know, increase our damage with something like a Ghost Axe. So we could have like 4 Ghost Axes and 2 of a different weapon or something, you know, for a little bit. It's something that we could make work temporarily without having a massive penalty, which I think actually opens the door very interestingly for this character. You know, getting just a handful of extra axes early, you know, could be really nice. I do think that obviously we want to pivot eventually into having all completely unique weapons. But the fact that this is now an option is pretty huge. Flat melee is huge for this guy. So, like, we do that. Bada bing, bada boom. We have 0% attack speed down instead of 20%. We take this, still have that 0%. It's really noteworthy. It is so unbelievably noteworthy. But how do we do this? How do we do this and not ruin something? I think we go like this, and we'll take this and combine. Because previously, this character had like a little bit of a weird time transitioning weapons. Because of the fact that, you know, how do I upgrade a weapon? What if I want I need to take a common to eventually turn it into a blue so I can upgrade my axe into something else? I think that that's probably the main draw as to why this was changed. Come on, give me a stat, give me a stat, give me a stat, give me a stat, give me a stat. Shouldn't have taken 3. I thought we'd be okay. But I would say that that's probably the main draw. A little bit of attack speed for now. Like, I will take a knife, but I'm going to wait, believe it or not. It's a little bit strange here. I'm going to stall with that in the shop there. I think a knife is a great contender for an additional weapon. We took our 4th weapon here, which, you know, we'll see. We didn't get the stacks on wave 2 with 3. I do feel like wave 3 is going to be slightly different, though. There's typically a little bit more enemies. Whenever you see the little patch of, you know, all these, whatever you call those guys, things get a little bit better for stats. Please, oh God. Thank you. We got 1 damage. Oh, my God. Thank you. Take a speed up, sure. I'll take a crit up, sure. And then I'm just going to go for that. Leave the knife. I know. Very weird stuff going on here. Trust me or don't. Up to you. I think that this could be a decent pivot. It's when we get online, things are going to get nuts. Is what I imagine here. You know, because we'll have a little bit of the attack speed gained from the Ghost Flint. We'll have the extra damage, hopefully, from the axe. All of that. And then we just start pivoting our other weapons. And every time we do that, we gain 20% attack speed, which... Oh my God, I should have taken the lumberjack shirt after all. I was like, do I need it? I feel like I'm going to be doing plenty of damage. Kill, 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 get stats. Kill, 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 get stats. Would have liked the tree too, but hey, what are you going to do? Negative 3 armor because of the ethereal weapons. We're not going to have that for long, though. I'll take a little bit of attack speed. I don't want to sit on this forever here, but certainly some strange stuff. Okay, I think we go there. Lightning Shiv. We could get a Lightning Shiv, I guess. What's the crit damage on it? It's not that great. What's our ideal? Like a, I don't know, spear? Spear, a sword. I don't know. Fist, like the power fist. Tell you that I'm pretty satisfied to do this as we eventually transition out here. The big thing is that we do have minus 30 luck. It's very noteworthy. that that is the case. You know, that will mean we get a lot less rare stuff, yada, 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 yada. Means we get less food drops. So it's not that that's nothing, but I do think luck is great. Let me preface this. Luck is great. It's not the be-all, end-all that everybody seems to think it is and kind of just bandwagoned and decided after the first week of early access that it's the only way to have a strong run. I don't think that's true at all. I think that it can make any run better, so it's like a good thing to take because no matter what you're doing, it's probably good on whatever run you're having. But I don't think it's always the most important stat. It's a potentially important stat. Oh! 6 flat melee. I'll take it, I'll take it. Get all those. We're on wave 6 here. Keep the knife just for a moment. We can stack like a little bit of money. You know, I'll take my 1 knife now. Thank you very much. Combine. Hand actually could be okay. That gives us the buff without stealing the kills of our axes and stuff. So this knife is going to start to do some pretty gnarly damage. It's going to kill steal a decent chunk here. I'll probably try and only have that and then the hand as my pivoting tools. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, here's the thing. I think that the Gladiator didn't need a strength buff necessarily. I'm really glad they got one because, I don't know. They're just kind of there, is my opinion of what Gladiator was. They just were present. And their gameplay style was a little bit too RNG focused in the building part, which I think is a bit eh. Just like take whatever weapons you get and then tunnel vision it for a while. Like kind of felt like the way to go. Okay, I want this, but I got to figure out how to cleanly pivot. I think I hopefully roll for it. Well, I mean, I'll take that. I'm happy to take that. Please give me... Okay, that'll work. Very nice. Okay. So that's a 20% attack speed buff just because we grabbed the hand. You know, we have harvesting. It's just going to be temporarily there as we pivot. It does 10 damage too, but like I don't want it to kill, you know? I don't want it to take away my potential buffs. We do need to make sure our axes and everything are doing enough damage to one-shot, otherwise that knife is just going to sweep on in and steal things from us pretty regularly, but I don't know. It was just sitting there for too long, and I'm happy I did jump on it because we got this this epic knife now, which is what, a 3.5 times multiplier on crit. Like, good God. Crit's another one of those stats, kind of like luck, where most builds, basically, unless you are, engineering build? Engineering, some elemental builds, crit won't really matter on those, but it's really good on everything else. Whoop. Look at this. Look at this free stats. Armor melee damage, flat melee damage will go a long way for us. Plank is a no. Sorry. Spear is one of the weapons I think I would like to take for my pivot out. But, boy, oh, God. I really like it for the pivot out, but I don't know, man. I think we can be done with Ghost Flint. I think that that's okay. Gentle Alien, yup. Hand, nope. Cyclops Worm, yup. Flaming Brass Knuckles is totally acceptable as well. Because it just does this. It does the exact same thing as Fist, except it also applies a burn. But I don't really care about the burn, so do I care about getting Flaming Brass Knuckles now? It's a little bit more expensive. Tough call. Tough call. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, yeah, it's just a Fist that's a bit better. Ow. We take lots of damage. No surprise, we do have negative armor right now. We also have no regen capabilities, and our luck is terrible, so it's a lot less likely that we're going to be finding any health. Didn't stop us from finding some health. Didn't stop us from finding that health either. I don't know. Maybe it's even less impactful than I thought. It's one of those easy placebo things. Like, if you take a bunch of luck and then you get, like, a really good item, it's easy to assume it totally came from luck. But you can also just get lucky. That also can happen, you know? You just were able to find that just because the way the shop works. Sometimes you get some rare stuff. Okay. But yeah, we have some really good attack speed. We're stacking up a decent amount of damage. 115% attack speed already. Oh, wow. 9% dodge go a long way for us. Definitely take that. Shall I? Oh, I don't want to do that unless I can get a I was hoping for a blue ghost axe. Blue ghost axe. Can't help but notice it's not a blue ghost axe. If I would have kept my other thing, that would have been fine. All right, come on, man. It's just not working. Yeah, so you can see the kind of weirdness of having to juggle shop in a strange way here. And you can picture, you know, if you didn't see old Gladiator or you didn't really pay attention to it, it was that taken up to 11. Like, you couldn't even store, like, low-quality commons or blues of a weapon. It's just like, did I happen to get the right quality in the shop or not? That's kind of how it used to be. So this is just better. Whoop. It's more flexible. It allows for more interesting strategies. So I dig it. I dig it, I dig it, I dig it. Whoop. It's kind of like the ultimate transition out of Ghost Axe build. Whoa. Thank you for that dodge. I think I actually would have died. But to be fair, I have a lot of dodge, so I deserved it. I guess what I'm getting at. I deserve to dodge with the amount of dodge I have. 21? No, I honestly, never mind. 4 HP regen sounds great right about now. After that, 3 armor sounds even better. All right, we will pivot the hand. How about that? Take another gentle alien. Don't mind if I do. Ghost flint, I wouldn't mind it. I just... I can go for weird food. Piggy bank. I'm just not going to take it anymore. I'm done with it. Son of a goblin, man. I could ditch the spear. Yeah. Still very much feeling the whole, the Gladiator of it all. The 6 unique weapons of it all. Not that we even have 6 unique weapons. Totally on purpose, intentional here. I do want to keep my double ghost axes for a bit. Maybe for a long time. And eventually, you know, maybe like wave... What the? Frame drop? Wave like 16 or 17 or something like that. Could be a very good call to swap out even my ghost flint and my ghost axe. Oh boy. Whoop. But yeah, we have great attack speed. We just need some great damage to go with it. We have the scaling percent. These frame drops are getting really... I'm going to tab out after this and see if I've got, like, I don't know, Premiere open or something. What the hell's going on? Oh. Do. Go. Stat. 49%. Knockback up. I could. I just don't feel like I need it. I'd rather have the money. 3 armor. Absolutely. Percentage damage is great. 4 more HP regen sounds even better. Oh my god. Okay. All right, now I'm going to check and see if I can close out of something. Oh, I do have Premiere open. All right. You know, with the amount of HP regen I've taken, I think I can justify this 1 down for 2 flat melee up. Flat melee damage is going to go really far for us. Weird food. We have bad luck, so we actually... I don't know why I took that last time in hindsight. That's a retroactive. Whoops. I can go with banner. I don't necessarily want positive range when I'm doing this build. I don't have exceptionally high knockback. I could take this, go back into the positive lifesteal. Play around from there. I mean, I'm going to be attacking pretty fast. Chopper's no joke now. It's not like incredible, but yeah, okay. One more? Nah. All right, this is a really good mini boss for us to get. Like, absolutely destroyed by melee builds with high damage. Just look at that. Free legendary. Fingers crossed it's, what, spider? No, focus. Wait, no. Spider. Spider. Focus would be... focus is much better than it used to be, but it's still... this is the actual worst character to have it on. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on. Hold on. Alright. We're fine again. We do great damage, and we technically have high attack speed, but cooldown is still a thing. And that is always the rough thing about sort of melee builds here. I think building some tankiness is not only a great call, but could be required for success. What the hell? I don't think I've ever had a run where I wanted Gnome, but I think that I want Gnome today. The fact that it even gives us 5 elemental damage is sort of nice. Like, we take value in that. That's the best run we could have gotten it on. Hit me with some more dodge. Like I said, survivability right now, probably a good call. Maybe I should have taken freaking piggy bank. Burn spreads? Actually, sure. Why not? Cacti Club, not great. We have negative ranged. Plank sucks. Plank's just... It's not great. We do have a little bit of... We got a little bit of elemental. What's the range on it? 144? It's the same as the knife, actually. Here's the thing, though. The knife has low base stats because it has 3.5 times multiplier on its crit. That's why it has such low base. It's because it's a crit weapon. You take it when you want to crit like crazy. I'll definitely take this, first of all. It's tempting, but I'll tell you what. I'll probably find... Wow! Whoa! Temporary plan. Temporary plan. More scaling. Wave 12 has a decent amount of these guys. So it's a good wave for stack and stuff. We have a smaller pickup range. I would love to get some, like, a pickup range up. That's the kind of downside. Lower range technically does mean we attack faster. It's good to have. Like, technically, if you're looking at only raw DPS, yes, it's good to have. I don't think that raw DPS is always the best judge of how something works in the real world, let's call it. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. Did I get that? My pickup range is so small that I'm having a tough time getting those crates and things. Okay. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. More gentle alien. More attack speed is nice. I'm gonna go with the crit though. Another ghost flint, I sure. Give me health, man. Dude, just like, dude, just please, dude, please, man, dude. I could get another snake. I'm gonna say no. All right. Boy, when I want to pivot, this is going to be nuts. One day when I decide to pivot, this will be crazy. That being said, it's still wave 13. It's not that it's early on. It's just like... I'm not hitting any kind of like a damage problem right now. If we're one-shotting everything, you don't really need to swap out of these weapons. Ghost Axe is a touch slow. That's really the big downside of it. It's a touch slow. Thank you, dodge. Just trying to lean into, you know, it's easy to stack dodge for me on a run where we have ethereal weapons, like a lot of them. Because we already get that huge free boost. Oh, that pickup range is stank. Nope. Yep, pretty much always. My luck already is low. Horde wave. Thief dagger's not the worst idea. Vigilante. Is it too late for Vigilante Ring? It's my range. Negative 12. Take these. It's not too late for Vigilante Ring. I probably should have taken it. I still could. Like next time, should I? Triangle of Power, not bad either, but... Well, especially when I have high dodge. Triangle of Power is a bit better. I think we take both of these. Next time, maybe. Alright, stacks on stacks on stacks on stacks. Oh, it's Horde Wave on Host Wave, though. That is not what you want to see. Not with a melee build, usually. Maybe we have it fine. I mean, there's a lot of bloop, 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 bloops. But yeah, the ranged bullets are going to be really spooky for us. We want to chase down the bebes while avoiding the hosts if we can. Oh. Oh. Cutting it down. Absolutely cutting it down. You know what? Maybe we do like the host wave. It's just more stats for us. I didn't realize it was going to be so easy to mow it all down. Oh my god. I'm a gnome on a rampage. The hell? How much did we get there? That was huge. Actually, the knife too. Community support, I love it. Like, we already have enough attack speed that we are, like, really hitting some diminishing returns here, but, like, still. Eggs we're going to want to go for. Our range is garbage. No surprise there. Our range is garbage. Our pickup range is garbage, but I'll tell you what, it's helping me feel like I'm playing a build that I haven't played that much. That's for sure. Stacks on stacks on stacks on stacks. Thank you for the free stacks. Yeah, you know what? WTF, I love the hosts now. Oh. We actually got... Somebody got a hit in. Less than ideal, less than ideal, less than ideal. 9 seconds left. Okay. What's our armor? 3. Not great. Sure. More melee damage. More dodge. More knife. Triangle of Power. Scissors is a not bad take. Pretty good damage. Pretty fast. With obviously 53% lifesteal on it is nice. After that wave, I think it's time. Big with a beard. LOL. I'll take a missile, though. We have plenty of attack speed, especially with community support. God, I love that item. Wildly chucking out attacks at this point. Okay. More spawns, please. More spawns, please. More spawns, please. Yeah. I think that this is... I highly... Not only do I recommend this as the most fun way to play this character, I would say, like, if you're having difficulty beating Danger 5, or if you haven't even attempted Danger 5 with them yet, I recommend playing it this way. This makes the character feel a little spicy. Like, actively utilizing their passive as a free pass pivot is really nice. Oh, I thought there was another... For some reason, I thought I saw another community support. You know what? There we go. There it is. There's our last item. And you know what? We'll just do this. That's fine, too. We have plenty of attacks. Strange. Stop doing it that way. Stop doing it that way. XP gain is wave 17. I also want to know, what's the attack speed on this versus X? It is slightly faster. Yeah, that's what I thought. And sorry, last time. Damage? Slightly worse, but it's a blue versus a legendary. So, like, but I know that I needed to swap it out now. Otherwise, like, if I wanted to find more in the shop, I needed to take it now. That's basically all I'm getting at. And I did. Immediately after buying the sword, the shop was like, all right, here's a sword. You want swords. Here is one. Truthfully, we do want to pivot out of the ethereal weapons that we have as well, even though they are legendary, so it'll feel kind of tough. Like, this is kind of the thing. That's what they're made for. They're pivot weapons. So if we see something that is probably anything that's epic or higher, I think it's probably a good idea to take it. Blah, 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 blah. Cool. More dodge. Sure. Ugly Tooth will actually be really nice. Okay, well, I'm also not talking about hand. Plasma Sledgehammer is cool though. You're gonna die in like just a second here. Bye bye. Yeah. If you can't tell, our damage is really high. Oh my god. That being said, like a high damage melee build versus a high damage ranged build is interesting. If I had like an equally as strong ranged build, nothing would be alive on the map. You know what I'm saying? Like, but because we're melee, we gotta, we're utilizing a little bit of the negative range to get even faster attack speed. We really have to get close to things, but anything we're close to does die. That is indeed the case. Kill the egg. Kill the egg. Gives us just as many stats, but it's not a scary guy who could maybe do an attack that hits us. Okay. But yeah, when you got Triangle of Power, you kind of want to go for dodge. So, okay, well, this is sketchy. I now want some range. I officially do want some range. Like, we're pretty low. It gets we have half penalty on it, but yeah, you don't want to be that low. The item got nerfed, but let me tell you, it's still a 62% attack speed boost. And yes, negative range is bad. It's not that big of a deal, though. It's not as big of a deal as people are making it out to be. Like, that being said, the fact that I was already in the negative range before I got it makes it a little bit spookier. But it's technically an attack speed increase. You got to keep that in mind. Like, there's a reason this item is the way that it is. Like, the way it's set up is due to the, like, discovery of the sort of attack speed and low range mechanic. So, for technical DPS, this needs to be clear. For technical DPS, the fact that it gives even more of a range down means this item does more damage. You do more damage with this item than you used to with a melee build. Technically. So, even the nerf that it got isn't... There's a lens where you can look at it as a buff for melee builds. I don't know that I would say, like, you want to be in the negative 100, 150, anything like that range, but it's nice to technically be lower. Just because the way the cooldown works with melee. Absolutely will I take Rip and Tear and Mastery. You better believe it. Hatchet? Do I want Hatchet over this? 287, 14, range 81. Power generator? I have 1 speed. Okay, we're at the boss. We might as well look for stuff. All right. Oops. Still a little bit too close to the sun there for a second, but man's dead. Other man's about to be dead too. Goodbye. Love it. Easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl. I like the new Gladiator. They're barely changed, but like I said, it is such an important distinction. This tiny little phrasing change is really important. It lets you have that flexibility when building up your build for the first time, and you can take a temporary common and not suddenly lose, maybe 40% attack speed by taking a common, especially while you're just building up to your initial 6. You can take multiple scaling weapons and then pivot out easily and beautifully, just like that. God, I love it. Great change. Great change. Like, everyone's focusing on the couple minor nerfs, a couple major nerf, but, needed or not, remains to be argued by whoever the hell you are. But it's important to remember, Chopper went from garbage to really good and fun. Potato Thrower went from garbage to totally potentially viable and actually a useful tool for some. Saver went back to their very, very strong roots, giga strong roots. What else was there? Farmer got it just literally buffed by 25% in damage. Farmer just does more damage now. Like, all these things are really, really important. Focus went from probably the worst item in the game for anybody but one-armed into a must-take, nearly free glass cannon for almost anybody that is running single weapon, which I'd say most people typically do. What else was there? The fact that community support exists is incredible. That item is fantastic. It's absurd. Lots of really, really good changes that I think need to be kept in mind. Whenever Blobfish taketh away, Blobfish giveth much more. You have to keep that in mind. So I just know that there's some people who kind of harp on the developer for nerfing some of these things. The big things, Retrimation's hoodie got nerfed with an asterisk. Yes, the 10% dodge, that hurts. The range thing, it's not that big of a deal. It really isn't. And the streamer thing, it's not how I would have nerfed it, but it was kind of absurd, the degrees that it got to. I would have done it in a different way instead of the 25 max. That's just not how I would have done it, but that's okay. I'm not gonna sit here and complain about it. Blobfish has done such a great job, and I really think we need to make sure we take the time to appreciate that and give him the credit he deserves. Brotato is wonderful, and it's tough to balance all these different things and keep it fun while having developer intentionality in the difficulty. Roguelikes are all about the developer creating a situation in which the player feels like they're getting one up on the developer. But in reality, the developer is in control and is aware of these breaking possibilities. There becomes an issue when it crosses a certain threshold and you actually did get one over on the developer in a way that feels like it kind of undermines sort of the balance integrity of the whole experience in a weird way. And I think that Blobfish does a great job of balancing things out over the course of time. I really do. The initial releases of some characters are sometimes a little bit weak. I think that may be the case and stuff. Some items may be a little bit weak, but usually they get love eventually, and they turn out great eventually. We have so many viable options for so many different viable runs, and yeah, great stuff. Just great stuff. I'm not gonna stand for dev hate. It's just, you can wish something didn't get nerfed, but just please cool it with taking it out on the dev. That's that, though. Thank you for watching. Check out the channel, roguelikes and more, every single day, and I will see you next time.